we're going to look at everything we can. We're going to be selectively aggressive. We obviously, there's things in this league you have to, you have certain amount of resources they allow you to have, and we'll look at that. But we're going to try to improve our football team. Not try, we're going to improve our football team, and we expect to have success next year.
How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down the line? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. And I've had some people in Cowboys Nation ask for my opinion on the Stephen Jones comment that I started this video out with. The selectively aggressive comment by Stephen Jones. But before I give y'all my raw and uncut on this, I want y'all to hear the idea that Evan Cohen had on the episode of the Unsportsmenlike podcast with Canty and Michelle Smallmon. So we're going to take a listen to the 2 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to Evan Cohen on the Unsportsmenlike podcast.
Selectively aggressive means you're going to run it back with tinkers, with a worse coach and maybe a worse roster in a division that is unbelievable right now, top heavy wise, but unbelievable. Super Bowl champs and Jaden Daniels. What are we doing here? Just destroy the whole thing. You know what? Say to Dak Prescott, we're going to give you nothing. Are you interested in accepting a trade somewhere because maybe we can get something back for you? Say to Micah Parsons, as CC has said, you are a franchise-changing defender. We're going to be selectively aggressive, which means we'll give you some money, but not some help. CeeDee Lamb, selectively aggressive. You're allowed to do every runway that you want because you're a very good-looking guy that can go out there and model all you want. We're also not going to provide you an opposite receiver of significance because we're going to be selectively aggressive. I mean, what are we doing here?
How do you get all that from the quote selectively aggressive? Evan, how do you get what you took from this? I mean, I'm kind of stumped here, Cowboys Nation, because Stephen Jones chose the words selectively aggressive. We all of a sudden should blow up the team, eat a bunch of dead cap, and go on from there? And this is why a lot of people don't own NFL teams, to keep it a buck. This is why a lot of people aren't GMs in the league. Now let's go ahead and jump into the second clip that I got for y'all so I can tear this apart during my raw and uncut. Roll the clip.
You know what? Let me go even further.
What's up?
It is actually the perfect time to destroy this roster, to break the whole thing up. There's never been a better time for the Dallas Cowboys to do this. We are entering into next season what is a quarterback-heavy draft. They don't need a quarterback at all. Dak Prescott's great, but it's a quarterback-heavy draft. They're in the division with Philadelphia and Washington that they are not going to be better than either of those teams. Now is the perfect time. And the Giants, inexplicably, are talking about some win-now moves for a team that can't win now. There's never been a better time for the Dallas Cowboys to be terrible than this season.
Cowboys Nation, please answer me this question. How is it a perfect time to destroy this roster? There's never been a better time to destroy the roster of the Dallas Cowboys until this year? Man, y'all know what? Y'all ready for this raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. There hasn't been a better time to destroy this roster and start over, right, Cowboys Nation? Let me go ahead and think real quick. How about at the beginning of the 2024 offseason, right after the loss to the Green Bay Packers? If your plan was to blow it up and start out fresh, you should have allowed Dak Prescott to play out his remaining contract and allow him to walk in free agency. Remember, though, if you don't have a quarterback, you can't maximize the production from your wide receiver one, so why would you extend your wide receiver one? The question that I have for Evan is, then what? Then what, Evan? You get rid of your QB1 and your wide receiver 1. What is your plan from then? Recouping your losses in the draft? Look at how that turned out for us this past year. We couldn't even recoup the loss of Jonathan Hankins, much less Dak Prescott or CeeDee Lamb. Cowboys Nation doesn't trust Jerry and Stephen Jones to make any type of good deals because their deals have been ass in the past. A 4th-round draft pick for Trey Lance? Getting a 5th-round draft pick for Amari Cooper? Another 4th-round draft pick for Jonathan Mingo when we could have given a 5th-round pick up for him? I'm sorry, but I just don't trust Jerry and Stephen Jones to make the great deals to better this team. On top of that, Evan would push Dak Prescott out the front door while getting bashed in the head with damn near a $90 million cap hit. Like I said before, this is the reason why everyone doesn't own an NFL team. This is the reason why everyone's not a GM in the league. A move like eating a $90 million cap hit will have your team screwed for years to come. Let's keep it a buck, Cowboys Nation. So, if the Dallas Cowboys were to blow it all up, the time was after the Green Bay Packers Super Wildcard Weekend loss. They could have allowed Dak Prescott to play out the contract, Mike McCarthy to coach his last year, CeeDee Lamb to play out his last 2 years, and traded Micah Parsons for a few first-round picks. But that ship has sailed. There's no way in hell that that's going to happen right now, Cowboys Nation. But as far as Stephen Jones' selectively aggressive statement, what did y'all want him to say? Let's keep it a buck, Cowboys Nation. What did y'all want this man to say? Did y'all want him to go out there and say everything that we wanted to hear and then be disappointed when those things don't come to fruition? Did we expect him to go out there and say, well, we're going to get Oso Odighizuwa's deal done, then we're going to get Micah Parsons' deal done, pick up some affordable free agents, and then try to hit a home run in the draft? Is that what people wanted to hear? But I'm going to keep it a buck. One thing that drives me absolutely crazy is the fact that Jerry and Stephen Jones don't know how to keep their moves close to the chest. That everything the Dallas Cowboys are doing has to be projected out in the media. It has to be told to every talking head, every content creator, every fan. I understand that fans want to know what's going on behind the scenes, but what I would want to see is them work behind the scenes and then hit Cowboys Nation with a bang when Micah Parsons' deal's done, when the Oso Odighizuwa deal is done, or when you hear the name like Amari Cooper being brought back to the team in free agency. I don't want to hear about the plans because if you don't stick to the letter of those plans, I and the rest of Cowboys Nation are going to get pissed off, just like when Jerry Jones said all in and it didn't happen. And as much as I'm on the domes of Jerry and Stephen Jones, I got to say that Stephen Jones kind of kept it real with his statement, Cowboys Nation. They're going to be selectively aggressive in free agency, and they're going to be selectively aggressive during the draft. That means being strategic and calculating in your decisions and with the salary cap. Being selectively aggressive in re-signing the guys that you want to hang on to, like Jordan Lewis, Rico Dowdle, Kevontae Turpin, Brock Hoffman, Oso Odighizuwa, and possibly Chauncey Golston. Another thing that I absolutely hate when everybody knows the Dallas Cowboys' next move. I get sick and tired of hearing everyone talk about Ashton Jeanty, bringing Ashton Jeanty to the team during the draft. This puts every GM in the league on notice that the Dallas Cowboys are going to be aiming for Ashton Jeanty, which gives them a chance to draft him before he gets to us. I mean, I understand that Ashton Jeanty's been extremely vocal and wanting to be a Dallas Cowboy, but let's stop putting our business out there on Front Street, Cowboys Nation. Let's throw a monkey wrench out there so other teams bite on another pick. Real talk. Let's put another name out there in the ether, like a Caleb Johnson or something. Just real talk, Cowboys Nation. But what has been giving me solace through this entire offseason so far is the fact that we're seeing less and less of Jerry Jones. You're seeing more independence given to Brian Schottenheimer being able to pick his own coaching staff, and 2 of the 3 stars on the team, they're speaking up and wanting more for this team. Now, if Dak Prescott could just start voicing his own opinions on retaining players and bringing talent to this team, I feel this offseason could be one of the better offseasons for the Dallas Cowboys that the Dallas Cowboys have had in a while. But Cowboys Nation, I feel we need to be selectively aggressive in voicing what we want our Dallas Cowboys front office to do during this offseason. Instead of voicing our opinion on 500 different issues, we all should be voicing what's right for the team, one issue at a time. What the team needs to get done so we can be in a better place come March 12th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when the free agency window opens. Being selectively aggressive in getting Micah Parsons' contract done so we can go to the store with a little bit of money on our credit card. So if you want to get things done, start pumping out the hashtag 877PayMicah now so we can flood the Dallas Cowboys organization organization with the demands from Cowboys Nation. Once that's been taken care of, let's move on to the next task. Remember, Cowboys Nation, teamwork makes the dream work. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. What did you think about what Unsportsmenlike had to say? What do you feel about my assessment on Stephen Jones's selectively aggressive statement? Y'all know how we do it. We always talk about it in the comment section. But if you're digging this content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video and share with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan. If you are DC for life and you want our Dallas Cowboys to drop the selective and just be aggressive, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdown, draft coverage, or Madden 25 or College Football 25 gameplay. Let's not allow Stephen Jones and his isms to get us all frustrated with our eyes off the prize. The prize being getting Micah Parsons' deal done now so we can afford to retain the players and go shopping during free agency. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.